Yeah, one time in Japan, I spilled my popcorn over the floor, and I think that ruined the whole movie for me. I think that legitimately made
Wait,
the
did
whole...
you spill it during the movie?
What was the movie that you were watching?
Before it started. I don't even know. I don't remember. I was literally distraught. For the first 40 minutes of the film, I was actually just so sad.
Like, don't buy popcorn.
I was genuinely, when it fell over, you know when you're so sad about something bad happening,
Yeah.
that you just sit there for like 10 seconds and just let it soak about how sad you are. You're like...
all around me.
Yeah. Like, you know, you break, like you drop your phone and it smashes. You don't go like, oh my God, you're like...
Yeah, you guys just stare at it, right? You
like-
don't even go to pick it up immediately. You
You're
just
just
kind of like
so
look at it.
overwhelmed with emotions and sadness that you just stand there.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And like that, I had that moment.
I get that feeling, but not when I drop popcorn.
No, I mean, I get it. It's whenever I drop any kind of food item or drink item I've just bought.
There was something. I've broken my phone before. I've broken expensive items, and there is something that just hurts so much about dropping food or drink on the floor.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
There's nothing
can't be matched.
There's nothing that hurts me more than buying a fresh pint and then immediately dropping it, or like a pint just falling off a tray as you're taking it to the table.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather drop my firstborn child than my popcorn. If I'm not completely honest with you. I heard Maylee laughing.
At least you can pick it back up.
You know, the baby can take a hit. You know, I'm pretty sure I took many hits. My popcorn doesn't take a hit. I can't eat that shit. So right now, especially if you pick that up, everyone will look at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As much as I would want to pick it, you know, part of me is like, is the top layer of the popcorn on the floor okay at least? Can I at least scoop some of it back in?
At least it's not directly touching it.
It's like how much of this popcorn has fallen out.
I'm not going to lie. I want to say that I'm hygienic, but if I see, if shut the fuck up. If like, let's say a bunch of nachos fell on the floor, I would be tempted to just be like,
no, not nachos. Nachos is where I draw the line.
I would be tempted to be like, I would be tempted to be like the bottom layer is cushioned,
scrape off the top, right?
is cushioned. I will grab the top layer and I would eat that.
No,
I would eat that.
like popcorn, it comes in pieces, right? Because popcorn, you can scrape off the top layer. So you can scrape off the layer.
Let's say you could get the bucket that you have with it. I would maybe I would like kind of shuffle some of the top ones back in if they were
Well,
in.
you floated up slightly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
I
like
would,
the bottom
I
layer
would
is gone, right?
you know, tilt it 40-degree angle and see what I can like kind of scoop back in from the top layer. Right? Nachos for me is a little too wet.
Nachos is way too wet.
It's like chili. I spill chili on the floor. Start grabbing
Scrape
it.
the top layer.
Like French fries, right? Let's say that all the French fries fell on the floor. A part of me would be tempted to be like, you know, the top 40% of these French fries, perfect.
Yeah, no, because
I'm gonna start grabbing.
Okay, because one, so there are two
I must
factors.
sound so vile to some
No,
people.
no, 'cause
I'm the same.
There are two factors you need to consider. One, what is the ground? Is it like a clean? No. Because if it's
Carpet,
like clean
carpet is the worst.
Carpet's the worst because you got like all the shit and like you got all the dust and shit. If you drop it on a street floor, that's just like
Game over.
that is game over. You have to say goodbye right there.
Wood laminate flooring. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we can salvage most of this.
Yeah. Secondly, you need to consider what is the food item that you've just dropped.
True.
Right? Is it liquid? You know, how viscous is this food item?
You're gonna get straw.
like popcorn, it comes in little pieces. You can just like scoop off the bottom layer and just leave that on the floor and just like it's like the safety layer. You have like the bottom layer and then a safety layer just in case anything on the second layer touch the floor.
Have like made its way
yeah.
What if you drop a chocolate bar on the floor? Do you just like pick it up and scrape it off? Let it dirt.
Chocolate bar.
I do that.
Chocolate bar, yeah. Honestly, it depends. Like it's a
Give it a rinse.
It's a solid piece of food, right? So it depends on the floor that it's touched.
I treat it like an NES cartridge. I just kind of blow on it. Just blow off the dust. It's like, yeah, it's good enough. I've got an immune system for a reason.
1 week later, we have the Rona. What went wrong?
I won't do it now, but like during high school, like if I, like dropped a sandwich, for example, right? Like, depending on how it landed, like if the sandwich perfectly lands on the ground, that bottom piece of bread rip. I'll take everything else.
You're tearing that piece off. Let's be honest.
No, I'm taking everything else on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting food. Fuck that.
I like how we that suddenly went from ew, disgusting to wait, maybe. Maybe there's a situation.
I don't want to waste food, man.
The point is, I would rather drop my child. TLDR.
TLDR.
I'm pretty sure my parents dropped me. I'm pretty sure I'm fine, right?
I don't think there's a single parent who didn't drop their child. Come on now.
This is why I am terrified of holding a child. I don't think I've actually. In my 30 years of being alive, I don't think I've properly held a baby in my life.
I've seen people in Japan where they're on their bikes, they have the kid in the carriage behind them, and they have the kid in the backpack on them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is
That's hard mode.
This is an accident waiting to happen. Like, it feels sketch as fuck.
Whichever way you fall, you got cushioning.
God, Joey.
Just kidding.
I don't know. That's why I never understand whenever one of my family members has a baby or something, and they dead ass look me in the eye and go, "Do you want to hold this baby?" And I'm just like, "Why would you trust why would you trust a literal life in my hands? Like, I don't trust myself to hold that. Does this thing come with a fucking instruction manual? Like, how do I operate this thing? I don't.
Yeah, I always wonder. I'm like, how do you like?
Kind of like cup it like that.
Do you kind of like take it from
As
the
somebody
bottom?
who has many pictures of me holding babies, I can
It's
tell
like,
you.
do you take it from the bottom or like under the arm?
No, you do like this. You like kind of like rest them like this.
I know how to do it now, but like when I was like 14, someone gave me a
Who
baby.
told you how to do it? No one's ever told me how to properly
Just
hold a
maternal
baby.
instincts, isn't it? Carl?
Trial by fire. Many babies
I
were
used to grab them. I used to grab them by the temple like this. Realized I didn't like that when I saw it.
Because I think because like I'm terrified of it because every single time, bar none, that I've tried to hold a pet, it's tried to wriggle out, and I'm just thinking, shit, if this fucking animal is trying to wriggle out of my grasp, I do not want to hold a human life in my hands and risk dropping a human life on the
Babies
floor.
don't wriggle; they just complain.
Yeah.
They're like British people.
I don't think I've ever seen a baby like get held by someone and be like, "Fuck off me."
What are you doing?
It's like, no.